Hi, today this is going to be Hailey with the New England Colonies. The New England Colonies consisted of Connecticut, New Hampshire, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, and Maine, which is part of Massachusetts. So first we will talk about the commerce, resources, and climate of New England. New England was involved in the triangular trade. The triangular trade was a trade between New England, Africa, and the West Indies, and it was the first to involve slaves. Rum and iron were sent from the New England colonies to Africa, where slaves were then sent to the West Indies. The West Indies then sent molasses to the New England colonies, and the process started all over again. Some of the resources of New England were furs and skins, cattle and grain, fish, iron, ships, rum, timber, and whaling products. New England had a very short growing season and rocky land, making it hard for farming. There were many people in New England. For example, there was the Puritans, who, even though they had thrived, started to decline in power. They left a legacy of work ethic, education, representative government, and voting. There was also King Philip, also known as Metacom, who was the leader of the Wampanoag tribe. King Philip led a war against the colonists so that the Native Americans could gain control back over their land. Then there were slaves. Actually, slaves only made up 2% of the population. Slaves could actually buy their freedom, too. There was the bewitched girls, who were actually pretending, but their actions led to the Salem witchcraft trials. Finally, we will talk about the events in New England. First, there was the Navigation Acts that passed these 4 laws. All goods were to be carried on English ships. Tobacco, wood, and sugar could only be sold to England. European imports were to be sent through English ports, and officials had to tax any items not being sent to England. They also were involved in the triangular trade, which we talked about earlier. There was King Philip's War involving Metacom and his tribe, but finally there was the Salem witchcraft trials. This is when some girls pretending to be bewitched accused other people of witchcraft. Tons of people were accused, arrested, and hanged. Finally, ministers interfered with the craziness and it stopped. So that's all we have for today, so thank you for watching and I hope you enjoyed.